Check it out. In tune. My daddy made this beat. Yo, check it out. In tune to the dynamic duo. Reese and Ira. On the corner. Real talk corner.
Real Entertainment Network.
Ira and Reese. The talk is still real. We still on the corner. We gonna touch on some topics.
SKN. We got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, it's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talking.
Ira and Reese.
Dynamic duo.
Talk is still real. We still on the corner.
Real talk
We
corner.
gonna touch on some topics.
It's real talking, it's real talk. It's real talking, it's real talk. It's real talking, real talk. It's real talking, real talking.
Check it out. In tune.
Step. Yeah. Check it out. You're now in tune with Reese and Ira. Real Talk Corner. Reese. What's going on, my brother?
Yo.
What's
Everything
going
everywhere
on?
going.
Me there.
Everything good.
Not a week. We had an excellent show last week, Excellent show with Coach
Yeah, man.
Ryston Queely. That one was a good show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We don't have a guest tonight, but we have Ira Reese. You know what I mean? But Reese, on the flip side, how was your week?
But, I had a great week,
Yeah.
Try to lay low for a little bit, but
Lay
from
low.
time to time, people drag me outside and get me to do different things, you know what I mean? Went to watch some went a couple bars, watch some basketball game and thing.
I ain't know
From
living
there myself,
legends live. Why you gotta stay low? Living legends does stay low?
No, sometimes you got to give people a chance to miss you before you come back, You know
Mm.
what I mean? Sometimes you have to give the spare opportunity to really so operate without you. And then when you come back and they say, yo, that's what I was gonna say. That is important. You see that guy right there? That's a living legend for real. You
Oh
have to
yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The impact ain't impactful enough that as soon as you're gone, it start. So gotta give them no
No,
time.
sometimes you got to let things simmer.
Man.
You want me to tell you one thing?
Yeah.
It's like the beach. The beach don't feel sorry when one wave comes, another wave coming.
Mm.
You understand? Come too quick.
feel-
You know want that. Sometimes you got to give a little bit of time, man. Let things cool out.
True. Well,
Yeah,
no.
man.
I'm gonna wait until probably the finals before I even look at the basketball. I would tune into a basketball game, but it has to be the fourth quarter and it has to be less than 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
five.
don't
I
tune in
might
and
I might do 5. No. So I guess people enjoy basketball. So for me it's like the game only count when the last second tick off. So I just want to know what the
Oh,
last score will be.
you're one of them kind of people. You're one of them kind of people. You know, really vibes the thing. You just want to see how everything come out at the end.
Yeah, I just want to see how we come out at the end. Yeah.
Can't imagine for that.
I would watch a football match, like a soccer match, because it's a low scoring game. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
But Yeah, but basket oh a basketball game, but it's just too long. It's just too long. And then
Um,
the with all the scoring one going on, the score is like the wave, right? You ain't getting an opportunity to miss the scoring. So the score is like the wave. But we go. So I want to say good evening to all and good morning to some. So let me change that out. Good evening to some, good morning to some. You know what I mean? Good morning to Evan. Just joining, and that. Who else? I didn't see the first one because the first message was a blanco. Well, today we got like a mix up of topics. You know, back to old school, real talk kind of style. Couple things I wanted to talk about too. Some in
mm,
regards to with Nevis. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I bought a book. I should have had the book with me right now. I could go get the book. You know what I mean? But I bought this book from Amazon. You know what I mean? Big up Renee. I bought this book from Amazon and hold 1 second, Reese. Let me get this book. A lapse. Entertain the people.
I just say he buy a book from Amazon about neighbors. This should be interesting. I hope I ever got a good book. I hope the book is worthwhile and you have information that is factual and not a bunch of lie written by somebody who don't know Nevis and the culture. So I hope that is where we at. So I better don't let us down. I hope Ira is not letting us down. Ira run, come back, Ira. Bring the book so you could scrutinize you and your purchase. Ira got in the garage to find this book, man. Boy, Ira, come back, boy, Ira. My gosh. Ira,
Somebody move the book from the
Ira,
nightstand. Huh?
Ira, you find the book now?
No, somebody move the book from the nightstand, man.
Uh, you don't think he...
The book from the nightstand. And it's not there
Come
anymore.
back, Ira, come back, Ira, come back, Ira. Come back home, Ira.
I'm back. But yeah, the book was an interesting book. It was a book about Nevis, but it had like old school Nevis in there. You know what I mean? And even looking at
Yeah,
old
yeah.
school Nevis, I'm like, whoa. I wish I had the book to show the pictures. When she will come home and I ask you if she moved the book from, if she was the one that moved the book from the nightstand.
I'll give you the description of the book to know, man.
Yeah, for sure. The book had like pictures of Nevis and back in the day, the post office in Gingerland, the bank in Gingerland, horse racing, you know, different things. Like I added it on Amazon too, and book was nice. It's a nice book. It's called Nevis, Queen of the Caribbean. So if you could see
And you say
this,
it was
this
you
is
say it was
it.
a nice book.
It's a nice book, but it's not on my nightstand anymore. It was on my
What
nightstand.
what what about it stood out to you?
Bro, I'm telling you, it's just I love Nevis, eh? Man, if you know this, but I really love Nevis a lot. And ain't like no joke, you know, like Nevis is always gonna be home to me. And it was it was just fascinating to see Nevis in like back in the day. But it almost felt as if I say something like this, they're gonna say political no, but it almost felt like in some aspects Nevis went backwards. You get because you had a bank in Gingerland, you had a post office in Gingerland, you used to have horse racing, and then they're no longer there. And it was just so much more to the book. I wish I could put my hand on the book right now. I could find my green book by Gaddafi, but I can't find that book. I don't know who moved me book. Yeah. But you have any thoughts on that where there's no banking Gingerland. It didn't, for me, it didn't progress. You know, it didn't move in a forward motion. The post office, you know, there's no post office there. Not even a little branch. You know, like we all got little towns and stuff that we could, you know, some of us live in little towns, and even the little towns then with a few, like a small population might have a small post office, or you know, a little bank branch, even an ATM machine that somebody could go there and get some money, you know. um I would say they never had a Best Buy, so that's a plus. The Best Buy up there, and the road now, the highway. You know, that's like a highway, that Gingerland Highway. You know, and the idea that horse racing didn't move forward, it went backwards and just died out completely. You know, that was sad. I used to enjoy horse racing, but over the years, you saw when it went from like 4 to 5 horse a race to 2 horses in a race and them kind of things. Like, you know. Gingerland, yeah, the library gone, the market gone, you know. It's just, and then the other thing is, healthcare wise, we ain't seeing no other hospitals, or not even a small hospital, even some sort of treatment. You're like, okay, you could go in this area to get that. I don't know what the healthcare center's looking like right now, but you know, Reese, what's your thought on that?
All right. So let me talk about it. Alan said that Gingerland got an ATM at Best Buy.
Okay, big up then. My bad. Me not be know that.
Lauret, good evening. So let me talk about it. We travel on a lot of statements, and we use a lot of things, and we pull on emotional strings, right? So you know, the emotional string that you would have pulled on is that knee was went backward. But the reality of it is that everything that you speak about is money. All right. And I feel that it is not financially feasible for these things to be in Gingerland. We don't have the population to sustain. We barely could sustain what we have in town. I don't understand how we're going to split it to sustain Gingerland and town. I can't see it. I don't understand how we plan to do it. That is going to be tough. Because when you look at the banks, sometimes you walk in the bank, them in town and the bank them empty, you know. And you know, we look at bank as a financial institution that realize that you need people to deal with these things. Well, if the bank empty usually chooses to Thursday, what happen if you go on a Gingerland? You're gonna cut down the market share. Somebody gonna feel the squeeze. And this squeeze gonna be a big squeeze.
So I mean, you highlighted even more so what I'm talking about, right? You're talking about a population that hasn't grown much over the years. So if the population haven't grown to sustain these sort of business, there is some sort of moving backwards. You know, even lack of growth, right? The idea is, as a country gets older, you should see progression. The population will grow, and all these kind of things. So even if the excuse is, well, we don't have the population to sustain that, that in itself is a problem. Population, um like we should be focusing on growing the population as well, because that gonna help stimulate the economy, right? The fact that the population is not growing is a problem. And
Well,
I, I
remember when Saint Vincent had the situation with the eruption, I was the first one to say we should import 10,000 Vinci. Just like how we did with Manshot when a group of people from Manshot came over to Nevis. We should have import some Vinci.
Well, so in a case like that, then what the growth is gonna be too quick, right? It's supposed to be a steady growth that you can handle over years, over a time period. If I had the book, I probably could have known when that picture was taken. But let's say over 10 years, there should be a plan to add X amount of people into the population. Not, oh, there's a natural disaster, so now we're gonna take X amount of people that we can't handle because we had no plans for it. Like population growth should be a planned out thing, you know. Like, okay, we need more people in the population to do this by X. We also need people of this sector. We also need people of this age. So we can't just have people born. We gotta like encourage immigration. You know, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna work on this sector, and over a time period, this is where we want to be. Right. This is a part of the lack of growth. Right. So even if you want to say freeze in a time and not necessarily move backwards, but that's the case. I would be interested to see like you and I, we live in the diaspora, so you know what number of people from the diaspora really return. Um, Also, how much has that increased, right? The migration out to the diaspora. Uh, m- I still stand on we have moved backwards in that aspect. And there are some things that we have moved forward. You know, we have gone forward. Our telecommunication system has gone forward. I don't know if you remember Scantel when you used to have to call an operator or make a call. You might be too young with that. I know you're only 2 years
No,
younger
take
than
it,
me,
take
but
it, take it easy. I remember Scantal. Take it easy. Take it easy. Easy.
you know
Easy.
what I mean?
Easy. I remember
Dial-up.
Scantal.
You know, even though the internet is like really still way behind, you know, there are those things, you know, but these are the kind of things that we also have to focus on. We can't just take a huge influx of people all at once. Otherwise, the infrastructure it will be under strain. You know, your healthcare, your schools, all of that without planning. You know, St. Vincent had
So,
the thing.
so,
If we take them all is a problem. We should have a
so,
time
what, what, what,
period.
what, what do you think? What do you think we're missing?
Planning.
Just think about it. No, no. What do you think we're missing? Like what? Like you said, Gingerland, and you talk about the bank and the post office and stuff like that. Like, what do you think we're really missing? Let me hear
Other
what we're
things
really
you
missing.
mean? Other things you
Yeah,
mean in terms
yeah. What we missing?
what you mean, like other things?
Yeah.
Outside like ginger well, I mean, I pointed out I feel like we should be able to have financial institution um in different parishes. Even like every parish should have access to money, right? So you don't have to come all the way in Charlestown just to get money. I think we have one just outside of Charlestown, an ATM machine. I just feel like every parish should have at least an ATM to start with, right? Let's just
Okay.
start there. Hold on.
I love that.
I I,
No.
thi- I think
Okay.
I oh, okay.
No, go ahead.
You want to stick? If you want to stick, I also think we need addresses. You know what I mean? We need a proper postal system. We need I need to know where Reese lives. I need to know where Ira live. It can't just be up the road, across the corner. We need housing numbers. So then the post office could start to develop, right? And then with that said, even if we don't have a full-fledged post office, right? Even if we don't have a full-fledged post office, there are some sort of post boxes, because there are post boxes in Charlestown that people go to, like for the I don't know if they call them PO boxes or what, but they could have them in different parishes as well. So you don't have to go all the way to Charlestown or stop in a town where parking is terrible, you know, to pick up your stuff. You know, you just go in your little neighborhood, you know. I never go to the major post offices. I never ever. to the major post offices. Um, we also probably need another courthouse someplace. You see what I'm saying? Another courthouse would be good. And the idea is possibly we could ease some of the like there's like I was talking to somebody and I was telling them I don't like to deal with courthouse, and they're like, you don't even want to go to courthouse to deal with some business, so you could ease some of the business that's flowing into the court by having smaller like other places that they could go. Like here, you know, you could go to the Orange County DMV, the Orange County courthouse, or the Seminole vice, whatever the case may be. But come in, we not talk too much. Magistrate court.
I like everything they say. Like
Mm-hmm.
song, the song's going and put it out. Well, everything the song go there.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the financial burden of this? Because for example, you look at the magistrate court, right?
Yeah.
You're going to so if we first have a magistrate court, now we have to erect a building.
Yeah.
Now we have to get more people to work.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to have utilities that has to be paid. We're going
Mhm.
we can actually do these. We can actually do these things. How if we're struggling right now to keep the lights on in major establishments, how are we going to keep the lights on in these?
So you know what happened. You know what? One of the sad things. One of the one of the sad things that happen is that I'm hearing electricity going up, water going up, and all of these things going up because you expect the same amount of finances from the same size of people. If you had more people to pay into the kitty, then maybe the tax wouldn't have to go up because you have more people to draw from the tax pool. Okay. It could also have some other effects because now you have more people to maintain. But like I said, population growth is something that we really need to plan out, and we need to look at our population and say we're endangered. You know,
Okay, hold on.
with
I
30,
love the
30
population part.
with 30, yeah,
Population part. Let's touch on the population part. You, me. I have 2 children. You have 1 child.
yeah,
So that is now five individuals that's out on Nevis. Now let's think about how many people fall in that. Nobody no run us out on Nevis, eh? We left and we own free will. What we thought like so if we want these things, we also so when do we say, hey, the population could have been bigger if we've been actually staying, no, but boy, we got
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
Florida, we
yeah,
got to New York, we got here, we
yeah,
got there, we got everywhere. So
yeah,
when we look at it and we even when you look at the chat, when we look at it, when we look at the chat,
yeah,
most of the people in the chat is not in Nevis, but
yeah,
all of
yeah,
us
yeah,
are in divisions.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So we are part of the problem as well. So when we say the population
yeah,
is not growing, and when you
yeah,
look at the chat, most of us got children. So you're looking at
yeah.
about an extra X amount of people out the Nevis. Nobody ain't on us. Nobody
True,
never come to me door and say, "But you got to leave here."
true,
No,
true,
you
true, and
understand? So
yeah, yeah, and true, and people could also view this as like, yo, Ira is being a hypocrite. He's hypocritical based on what you just said, but also, like I said, there should be a certain level of planning, right? And what I mean planning is that sometimes we often feel like government has no responsibility. Like a lot of the things we take off of government and we said, oh, the government are responsible for that. No, the government are responsible for crime. No, the government are responsible for this. No, the government are responsible for that. But you know what the government is definitely responsible for? Creating an economical environment that boosts the economy, right? Coming up with a plan when they realize problem like these where their people are migrating and you have a brain drain going on, right? It is the responsible of the government to take a look at that and say, okay, you know what? If brain drain is a problem, if they see brain drain as a problem, they need to come up with some kind of policy, some kind of incentive to get people to come back. Right now, for me, are you to go back home? The question to me is gonna be, okay, then, do you feel like the ease of business in Nevis right now will facilitate even you going home as an entrepreneur? I think he frozen.
No, me no freeze, me no
Oh, okay.
freeze, me no
Right?
freeze, me no freeze, me no
Even
freeze.
even as an
I'm listening to
entrepreneur,
you.
yeah. Do you feel like what are you going to go home and do right now if you were to go back home? Let's be real. Honestly, we are doing like we are contributing. You know, we're still contributing to the island because we come here every week. You know, and we discuss things and we shine highlights and different things. We show the spotlight and local people and different things. So we still contribute. We're still somewhat there. But the honest truth is, we have to be real. Is that there is nothing that big up yourself, Curtis Group. There is nothing right now that you might feel like you will be able to go home to. That's why you're not home.
Yeah, but
I'm,
I'll
a
tell
matter
you.
of fact, a matter
But
of fact,
hold
like,
on.
huh? Go ahead, go ahead.
A lot of times for things to happen, it takes somebody to come in and do it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I'll give you a good example. I'll give you a good example. For at one point, he had this dude. I think he had lived in Minnesota or something. He had come to the Virgin Islands, and his biggest argument was nobody ain't taking no tap from the credit
Mhm.
card. Where you see everywhere he go is either debit card or cash. What was the problem? Well,
Mhm.
he just said, well, I gonna bring in this machine and I gonna start to rent them out to companies.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
yeah,
just need a person to come in with a vision and say, hey, this is what we need. It might take me and you going home and going by sunshine and say, hey, this is not this is not here by sunshine, and sunshine is a big
yeah,
spot.
yeah.
Let me bring in some of these machines here and sort it out.
Yeah.
Mm,
But also,
right?
with that said, a lot of the times, right? That's where you find people return at a certain age, or if they're lucky enough, they return because they have made themselves financially stable in a way that they could then go home and make a contribution to the society. Really and truly, right now, if I go back to Nevis, I don't know financially what would I be able to bring to the table. And Curtis Crook bring up bring up a good point. Bring up yourself, O'Neill. Curtis Crook bring up a good point. There's a lot of fight down that goes on, right? So one of the most stifling parts to Nevis and St. Kitts is the politics. The politics is stifling, right? The politics is stifling. The petty politics is stifling. The idea that I can support you even in a small way, even in a small way, even in a way like by let me try to get some people on this show. But it's like hard to get people on this show because look at it's political, you know. By God, I don't know if we really want to deal with that. Not gonna talk to you, but then you're gonna see them on maybe some other platform talking. You see what I'm saying?
But
These,
that is the people's fault. That is the people's fault. We allow this thing to fester. That is the people's fault.
yeah, but the
So
mindset is the mindset.
when we as a people forget the politicians, when we as a people as a society decide that we picking a hard line and we stick in there, and when the
Mhm.
politicians say A B C D and we join them, then it's we fault. It's our fault. We have to understand that everybody that is elected and everybody who is attempting to be elected, I made them work for you know?
Yeah,
I am the boss. I am the HR department. So when them say A, B, C, and D, them not control nothing. We control it, but you know what the problem is? We follow
well,
behind of them like a them control it.
yeah,
We run behind of them because of them control. No, we control it. We run HR.
we do,
Or
we do.
we extend the contracts.
We do. We do. And you know, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But you know, that would then know you have to be able to separate politics from everything else that's going on. You know what I mean? So I have always said like in a traditional party line is dangerous for democracy. It maybe it's necessary. You're gonna always have stalwart supporters, but for me, you need a good amount of the society that's gonna be a shift vote, right? Totally independent. That's why here in America you have Republicans and you have Democrats, and then people could register as independent, right? So you need a good amount of people that could be a swing. that could cause a shift, right? But in St. Kitts and Nevis, you're cut for most. You're cut in a party, and then you're viewed as that, and then you're labeled as that as for the rest of your life.
But
And Hmm?
we also have to check it out. All right, you speak about the Democrats and the Republicans. We have seen Democrats and Republicans both cross the aisle
yeah,
based on something that is meaningful to them.
yeah,
When last have you seen
never.
anybody say, I don't support this party, I am on the opposition, but this is a good thing. We need to support this. You know what
All
happened?
right. Let me say. Let me say
What
that.
do you see? What do you see as
I think it's
people?
happening now.
Or
It's happening now. It's happening now.
where do you see it now?
I think the opposition in St. Kitts and Nevis, the federal host, is working with the government a little better. But
You see them, you see them cross, yeah? You see them publicly endorse anything. Don't tell me what you feel. Tell me what you see. Don't tell me about the pictures that you see.
I'm saying, well, I gotta look at the recent set of bills that went through the House, but haven't they been voting in favor? They have been voting nay, just because. I mean,
The
that's
opposition,
what you're telling me. Opposition
I think
always
the
vote
opposition,
nay.
the opposition always voting, and that's the sad reality.
Oh yeah, see, Alan remind you that Tim Cross side, but that was kind of personal to her. That was
That
more.
was a personal thing. We're not
That
speaking on that side.
Yeah, that ain't like how, like
That wasn't for the
like
betterment of
yeah,
nobody. That was for
that's
personal gain.
yeah, that's not like the way how. Okay, I ain't really cross, but I voting with the government because I feel like this bill is beneficial. You know what I mean? I think that's more what I want to see rather than cross and join up. I know I'm a part of this. Is more like, okay, why are you saying making sense? This would really benefit the people, but it's politics, eh? It's politics. At the end of the day, they're trying to gain power. So if they're trying to gain power and they're going out there and they're gonna be Sam Cross, if they're going in power and they're gonna do stuff like that, what do you think is gonna happen? Then how are they gonna get in power? There's a level of politics to it. There's a level of politics to it. You know what I mean? Until the people start voting for their livelihood and make the vote be about the politicians, we will. I mean, we'll always have the upper hand and take. Let me move this out of the way and take advantage. See, I mean, so honestly, back to the original talk is I felt like there was some sides of us moving backwards. If we had a post office and the post office closed down, regardless to what the reason is, like if we had a post office, that is a state of retardation. If we had, and when I say retardation, I mean what people would probably call de-acceleration, going backwards. If we had, so nobody clip that there. You check. If I start to clip them things there, we can clip why. I'm gonna say it out loud. We don't want to clip why. Anyway, so if we start looking at that, even if it just not had the population to sustain it, that's still a problem. Regardless to what, it was there. The post office was there. The market shop was there. The library, you can't tell me the library didn't have a population to sustain it. That's closed down now. You know what I mean? As far as I can, yeah.
We need to start being realistic. How often do you feel we actually library? How often you really feel we need a library? Everything is now on our phone. A lot of people used to go library for internet access. Everybody access to the internet now. When you look at it again, you really gonna be spending money to keep a building functional?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna stop you right there. The reason why I'm gonna stop you right there because you're talking from a privilege standpoint, a privilege point of view, right? The libraries there, maybe they were packed with books in one day, but now you say everybody got internet. Not everybody got. Not everyone has. Let me talk a little bit. Not everyone has access to a computer, me G. Not everyone has access to a printer, me G. Not everyone has.
Hold on. Isn't there a laptop program?
No, that done. That's another backward move. Not everyone has these access. You know, even if you got a laptop, you still gotta be able to afford internet at the end of the month. You know what I mean? So
So let
so
me understand this.
the idea is, yeah, there were books, and now they realize we're moving into a technological era. When we move out some of the books them, and we bring in some laptops, some computers, because library had like one ASO computer. People used to go there and use it all the time, but people still need computers to use. G, trust me.
Okay, so hold on. Let me talk about it now. We're gonna break it down.
Mm-hmm.
You are a businessman,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You see an opportunity. Is
Mm-hmm.
a library the opportunity you're gonna take? Would you open a library?
So I'm not talking about the
No, no,
business.
no, 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 no.
I'm not talking about
But
a business. I'm not
ultimately,
talking
this is
about.
what it comes down to, Era.
But
This is what it comes down to.
a government is not a business.
Jesus Christ, what you think it is?
A government is
What
not
you
a
think without
business,
the,
please. Oh,
what you
Mr.
think?
McCall.
What you think we have the budget and we have profit and loss margin? What are we talking about?
Reese, a
A
budget.
government is a business.
You're gonna always need a budget, because you're managing money, right? Even if you're running a non-profit, some sort of NGO, you get what I'm saying? You're gonna need a budget, because you're not gonna just get money and spend the money. You have to have a plan to spend the money, and how you're gonna spend the money, and where the money is gonna come
So
from. But the idea of a government is never to make money. A business idea is always to make money. When I open something as a business, my number one drive will be profit, right? My number one drive will be profit. But the government is not going to do that. And I hardly find libraries that are operated business by a private, in the private sector. You
Ira,
know?
Ira, listen to me. I love the way you're talking, but you know what I tell you?
Wow.
You're talking stupidness. You're
Okay.
talking stupidness. But government is
Well,
government is a money making thing. That's why when they turn over the government and they say no money in the kitty, that's what we're talking about. You have to have money. If you're not got no money there, and where you say the country broke, no money in there. That's what the Chinese man
but
said, no money in there.
no,
You need to have money.
so
Boy,
so so the government has to make money, yes, but the government is not in it for profit. That is what I'm trying to like a government like the government is not in it for profit. They have to make
boy,
money.
Ira,
Money is
the government
needed.
in it for
But
profit. Ira, the
oh, okay.
government in it for profit.
I
The
think that's where
government
the
is there for
line
profit.
of this.
Ira,
I think
the government is.
I think
What
that's
you
where the
think the
line of
government
this
keep?
agreement.
Think about it, right?
So
What
the
you think
government is
the
up.
government keep carrying up the taxes and keep increasing this and increasing that because money got to come in.
Because they're fighting inflation on their part too, and they're fighting the cost increase. So like the same inflation that we're facing, they're facing it. Though I think, maybe they might should hopefully they will be able to put policies, work with the central bank to get policies in place to kind of drive down inflation, but they're also experiencing the same inflation that we're doing, so that we're experiencing. So okay, so for us to get water, electricity. Okay, let me use electricity for example. For them to get electricity, they have to run a generator. For them to run a generator, they need diesel. The price of diesel goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Right now it's up. So they're fighting that. And because they're fighting that, they're gonna need more money as well, right? And like I said, one of the problems we had is that we didn't increase the population. So we're still pulling from the same 10, 12, 13,000 people rather than pulling from about 20, 30 people, 30,000 people. Maybe if we had a larger population, maybe there might be more strain, okay, on the infrastructure, but you still have more people to pull money from, and maybe you would be able, and there's a lot of maybe here because I am not an economist, I'm not trained for it, but more people, so like more money in the kitty with less, with the individuals paying less,
No,
you know?
no, sir. You wanna fool me? If 10 people pay $100 for
Yeah,
electricity and
yeah,
20 people come, 20
yeah.
people still gonna pay $100 electricity.
Well,
Because
no,
if
that's
you're not,
fine. That's
because
fine. That's fine.
if your number, listen to me, they go together. They go hand in
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
So that
Yeah,
you gonna still be the same then?
yeah, no, Reese, no, Reese. That's fine. That's fine, and that's actually what I'm looking. That's what I'm hoping would happen, right? That over the course of 5 years, if 10 people are paying $100, then 20 people can still pay the same $100, rather than 10 people are now paying $200 because the price has doubled. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So if the price remain the same, you got a plus, because remember, inflation is real. Inflation is real. So if you could keep that tax from rising, you win. You win. You win. You win. You win. You win.
By the government, they tell her, boy, relax. We gonna make a big shit.
Yes, the government is not in it for money. The government should not
Okay.
be thinking about profit. It's dangerous to even say
I
something like
want,
that. Crazy.
I would like you to get into politics.
Yeah.
Take over the government, and then you get with no money in the kitty, and then tell me it's not for profit. I got time.
Well, if no money in the kitty, then they're horrible at running a business. Because the idea is like, why the country now shut down and going into bankruptcy? Got no money in the kitty. You know, we ain't got the power to print money either. But I don't know. I would like to hear what people in the audience feel like how they feel about it. You know,
And
the,
hold on to big up to Renzo. Renzo says some years back he was having a
yeah,
conversation with me. In
yeah.
the conversation, I tell him that politicians work for us, not the other way around. Renzo understand anything? I've been saying this. I've been preaching
Well,
this.
I mean, I think we've said that multiple times on this show too, you know. So big up to Renzo for keeping that one to his heart. You know, we got to realize that they do. We give them the power, you know, and we do have the ability to take it back. Once we are a democracy, we do have the ability to take it back. Alan also made a point that there is a level of capitalism and there's a level of socialism that we're gonna need to have in this place, right? So
I'm
that's
a
just something that we
capitalist.
gotta look into. I think that's what most people are on the western side of this. The western side, the western hemisphere is run by capitalism, you know. But Reese, um, with that said, we could change the topic. We could go into something else, and we could talk about some of the craziness what's going on in the news. You know, I see Cameron put an interview today. Actually, I saw it after I see Alan make a post. You know what I mean? Did you see the interview with Cameron
No, I didn't.
and
I
CNN?
didn't get to see. I didn't get to see the interview.
Okay,
I
it
didn't.
was
I really
it
didn't
was
tune in for.
it was short. It was short. It was short. But eh, I see how he handled it. It was really more so about the whole Diddy situation, you know, and for those who care, for those who care, we've been hearing about Diddy for a very long time. You know, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, whatever. I don't know. Right, pretty much all of this year. You know, after he was raided and sued Cassie, you know, what was it? They made a deal, and producer come out and said, "Oh, allegations of this, you know, allegations of that." You know what I mean? And now, you know, Diddy was like, "Yeah, I tired of this. You know, I tired of this. I yo, y'all can put some respect on my name. I'm tired of people deframing me, and I'm going to know. I'm not gonna take it anymore. I don't know if CNN feel like he been a throw shots against them, so they drop a video. Like, yeah, talk about this. He come out quick 360, no 180. You know, he's sorry and whatever. You know, the usual apology, because the video was a video of him in a domestic violence situation where he was the offender. Um, you don't know, that's one thing that can always mash up a man, eh? You know, whenever you put your hand on a woman, yeah, whenever you put your hand on a woman, you can always mash up. I would encourage all men to not hit any woman but I'm also gonna equally encourage women. Please do not hit a man. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. Um, my thoughts. Diddy show how to apologize for getting caught. Yeah, my thoughts on Diddy. The apology, like Cameron said, the apology wasn't for me. I don't even think the apology was for anybody else other than Diddy. You know, Cameron said the apology was for Cassie, and if Cassie thing, Diddy was not apologizing to Cassie. Let's make that straight. Diddy wasn't even apologizing for what he did. Diddy was just apologizing because that video came out. I looked at the man, his body language, his tone, listen to his words, and I say, yeah, you're trying to convince the world that you feel some type of way about this, but you were just standing up, ready to go to war with all the people that trying to bring certain practices that you have in the dark to light, and all of a sudden now, one piece of it come to light, you so sorry. No, this man was not sorry at all. But he was sorry that, like Alan said, did he show how to apologize for getting caught? That's basically it. The man was just telling the world, bye. Oh man, I never thought this video would come out. I'm sorry that this video came out. You know, I feel bad about it. You know, feel terrible. You know, and I hated myself for that. Letting that video get taken. I should have known that there was cameras in the hotel. I should have paid off the security guard and get them videotapes. You know, and that's pretty much what I felt like that apology was. Reese, you saw the apology at least?
I said the apology.
Mm-hmm. You felt it?
No, me feel the apology. Me no mind the apology. Me not gonna bother with the apology, you know.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest things that came up from the apology is people said that, you know, he didn't mention Cassie. You know, he should have apologized directly to Cassie. And one of the things that came out is with the NDA that was signed after the settlement, however they had, there's some kind of clause in there that he is not allowed to publicly speak about her, and she's also not allowed to publicly speak about him. So I think that's why the video came out with no name or anything like that. It was reported that his legal team had to go over the video multiple times to make sure that he didn't break any of the NDA clauses that was signed. With that being said, you know, the situation happened, and all of a sudden, because he was fighting and saying, "Oh, this ain't true and that ain't true, blah 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 blah," and like you say, he apologized for getting caught. He didn't apologize for what he do. He apologized for the fact that he got caught. I think he's, you know, it's been rumored that he's been doing this for quite a long time.
Oh yeah.
And it's just now that it's finally coming out, you know. Because remember they said that the Mary J. Blige has a scar, and I think it's a left cheek, and they say, did he give it to her?
Mm-hmm.
So it's reported, and then his mother Kim Porter, they're saying that she didn't die by an accident. They actually trying to say that he is a part of
This
how
is all
she died,
alleged.
and that he had a part.
Allegedly.
That he had a part in that, you know. But with that being said, that is a tough situation. Now the truth is, Diddy could get out there, you know. Diddy got a car, he could play, Diddy could get out there, but it would mean that he would have to talk on everybody else.
Man, so Diddy is Reddington at this point. Well,
yeah, man, right?
Reddington, snitch of the world. He ain't facing no criminal charges for that incident anyway, so I don't know. Like I say, it's more of an image thing for him, But
Well,
I don't know.
But you know what else? So I think the apology was also for him to save face, to see, like, you know, endorsements and brands and stuff like that. I think he was just trying to put something out, but
he still got them things?
For him.
He still got them?
Yeah, did he? Yeah.
People still aware like Sean John and thing right now and drink Ciroc?
No, I'm still drink Ciroc.
You're still drink Ciroc?
Yeah, Mr. Jones. Me not stop Jones. Me not. Me separate the art. Me separate the art from the person. Take it easy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, yeah, you're right. You're right. I could understand that. I could understand that.
Yeah.
Diddy, Diddy doing it? I mean, let's see how this one plays out. Will Diddy do jail time? Right? Anybody feel like Diddy? Somebody messaged me and say, um, he paid the hotel for the video years ago. The feds let that video go. So yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It's
I,
possible.
I don't feel he could do jail time.
No, let's say it's like hit the statute of limitations.
Yeah, I don't think he could do he could hit jail time. But I guess the court of public opinion, I guess.
Okay.
That is where it's at.
All right. Well, Reese, let me talk about something
Well,
else now. I gotta move
where
it.
they come
We getting on. Have you seen the story of the Turks and Caicos?
yeah, let me talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, let me chat about that. I was waiting for this to come up. Let me talk about that. You got the matter of fact, you got the video, no?
Where no, I mean, I could send it. I didn't send it to ourselves. I didn't send it to us, and I made a mistake and not send it to us. I could download it. Hold it for it. Hold it
See, you
for
can
it.
download it, man, but we got to talk about this thing that went on in Turks and Caicos, people. Yes.
Yeah.
The Turks and Caicos thing is serious. Diddy got Kelly case loading.
Kelly Case. Who said that?
That Alan said. Me gonna
Oh,
say no.
okay.
We are waiting to see what comes out. You don't know. Once the feds took his media equipment, yeah, we're gonna find on them hard drive and say. So, yeah, you might find something in there. So you never know
I know that.
what the next cases could be.
So my thing is when they look at the hard drive, right, and they see Diddy, but they're not just gonna see Diddy. They're gonna see other
Well,
people too.
well, here's the thing. Remember now. Okay, you gotta understand too. The statute of limitations. Like for example, let's say is essay, right? It's only 5 years. There's also the timeline. Um, Here's another thing that's rather interesting that I found out recently. If you buy somebody a plane ticket and you fly them to a different place with the purpose of them coming to have sex, it's called sex trafficking. Just so you know. So, fellas, if I buy any ticket for anybody to come on for Culturama so I could get a little piece of something, it's called sex trafficking. Just so I know.
No. There's some gray areas there.
So the feds considered that to be sex trafficking.
Yes. No.
I am only telling I what's on the books, Okay.
Yeah. If you buy somebody a ticket, and because you buy them the ticket, you're expecting to have sex. You know that I brought you over here. What do you mean? What you mean you're not gonna drop them jars? What do you mean? No, that's sex trafficking. Now, if you buy the ticket and you're hoping to have sex, right? It's a different case. It's a whole different case.
I only tell you what's written there. Okay. Fellas,
And
just
saying,
don't say we say ain't got no knowledge. Mine, be careful with them tickets that I plan to buy. Let she buy the ticket and give she money after.
What the difference be?
No, let she buy the ticket. At least she do it and she only shows that she was a willing participant. Fellas, take it easy. Okay. Right? So that's what it is. But we don't see what going on with the Diddy case. The Diddy situation will be sticky, because a lot more people going to get called out. A lot more situations going to come out of it. And
we waiting. We definitely waiting. Reese, let me start talk about the incident. You wanna just
let me talk about it. Let me talk about it.
I'll get in the video though. When I get in the video, I'm gonna play it.
I swear Alan just said, I can't see this. Alan statement kind of move real quick. But anyway, so what really happened is there was a young lady from Florida that went to the Turks and Caicos. Traveled
Orlando.
to the Turks and from Florida.
Shout out Orlando, wherever Orlando there.
Right? Came to the Turks and Caicos, enjoyed she vacation, and then she went out of Turks and Caicos. And they put she back through screening. They find some ammunition. Seems like I think it was 2 rounds or 3 rounds, a little bit of something, not too major. With that being said, now she was arrested, and presently she was being held, and a week later she was able to make bond, 15,000 bond. She was released, but she has to remain in Turks and Caicos until the end of summer, until she case call, and she's expected that she may have to do some jail time.
A minimum of 12 if she gets convicted. It carries a minimum of 12 years, sir. Minimum.
12 years.
A mandatory. Not up to. She's not up to. It's a mandatory minimum of 12 years. We need to understand the difference between up to and a mandatory minimum. A mandatory minimum means a day she start.
So I feel like this is overkill. One.
Hold on. I got the video. You want to play the video?
Run the video.
Her mom describing the moment she became the 5th American tourist detained in Turks and Caicos after authorities say they found illegal ammunition in her luggage.
I didn't know what was going to happen because I couldn't believe they was in there.
45-year-old Sharita Greer speaking with ABC affiliate WFTV via FaceTime. She's now charged with ammunition possession and facing a minimum 12-year prison sentence. Greer, a registered gun owner, says she and her daughter went through what was supposed to be a routine luggage search at Howard Hamilton Airport ahead of their return flight to Orlando.
They found 2 rounds in the bottom of my duffel bag carry-on.
Greer's daughter immediately released, but Sharita spending a week in jail before posting a $15,000 bail on Friday. Greer must remain on Turks and Caicos and check in with police weekly until her July court date. 2 years ago, Turks and Caicos hardened their gun laws following a wave of gun violence and weapons trafficking, banning civilians from carrying guns and ammunition and imposing harsher punishment. 5 American tourists have been arrested since February, when a ruling by the Court of Appeals required some amount of prison time. Tonight, the governors of Oklahoma, Virginia, and Pennsylvania asking Turks and Caicos to reconsider the charges against their residents and expedite the release back to their respective states and families as soon as possible.
And the former prime minister of Turks and Caicos is defending what some have described as harsh punishment for these types of crimes. In a local newspaper, she points out that her country has experienced violent crime and says deciding to do what is just is not always easy. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Bumbleclad. Okay, Reese. You hear what he say? A minimum 5 years. 5 years. No, sorry, 5 of them so far for the year. A minimum of 12. Mandatory minimum of 12 years. Right? May I see DeSantis sign nothing yet for key one. So may I see it's DeSantis. DeSantis can sign something for. But go ahead now. How you say you feel about it? Reese, you muted? Reese, hold on, you're muted.
Sorry. I was muted.
Okay.
My bad. I apologize. It is stupidness. It is first-class stupidness. It is unbelievably stupid. Let me tell you something. I got something to know. And if you have a crime problem in your country, you got guns and ammunition problem in your country, and the ammunition is leaving your country, it is at the airport going out of the country, what is the problem? What are we talking about? What are you going to do? What's she going to put it in a rubber band and shoot somebody? Take away the bullets. Take away the bullets, discard the bullets, and let the lady go wash your business. Even if you give her a fine. Okay, cool, I understand. 12 years?
12 years.
For 2 bullets?
12 years, two bullets.
If you know how much bullet they go hold in these American airports, eh? with no, not even a fine.
Mm.
Them man just take it and dash them. Not even a fine. You tell me your man for 2 bullets going to 12 years?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell them tread lightly to it because it's just a matter of time before America say, okay, you know, I agree back with people, we start put some sanction on you. And if you
You think they
realize
will
some
take
of
it
them
to that
is,
level, eh?
if you realize some of them is mayonnaise people, you know, they might not defend the chocolate people, but the mayonnaise people, them, yo, they might defend them. I better be here. When them see, when them see the sanction come down, the man ball out there. So you better take it easy, man. Me just tell you.
Yeah, Javon said.
But you know, and you know the other problem is too. This highlights a major issue within the process. Because if she would
Mm-hmm.
have flown from America there with it and then offend it,
Mm-hmm.
that's another problem to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's another problem. But the fact that the young lady is leaving the country, you have a problem, and the problem is in your country, and she's leaving. I don't think after she got through the security process, she have a chance of turning around and causing a shootout with 2 bullets. Take away the bullets, probably get a little fine. I even tell her,
Yeah.
hey, listen, this is what going on. We will need you to return because you don't have to come back for a court date, blah blah blah. What we really doing? What we really doing? Because 12 years for 2 bullets.
Mm-hmm. Hard one,
Pretty
boy.
guy, me never gotta go talk some Caicos, bro.
Hardy. Me no guy. Me no guy. Me ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's a situation like that almost happened to me a time, you know, where I had a bag, but I had in a spent shell. I reached Costa Rica. I go into the bag and I find this shell in my bag. I say, what? What this you doing in my bag, boy? Oh, my stomach. Oh. I just take that out and I left it right there where I find it. When I going
Boy,
back to
just
the airport now, you know them man pull me over. You know them man search up my bag. Them man start to ask me about you got THC or whatever the case may be. You don't know. I got locked, so how we go. But I say, look at that. You know what I mean? Look at God. If it wasn't for that situation where I found it, then I would have found that day in there. And who knows? I don't even know how why would I get if them I would have said, well, this is empty, this is dead. Because it was spent. It wasn't a live round, right? I could have, you know, them things don't be what you call them, pendant and all kind of thing people will use and make with them. That I can't do nothing. But that in itself taught me a lesson. Gotta be careful. You know what I mean? We gotta be very careful. After that, I don't use the same bag.
no, I'm gonna
I
tell
use a
you.
different bag.
I'm gonna tell you, in all honesty, right? You don't want to have the same bag
Yeah.
traveling with the you have
Don't use
your stuff in, right? And I
Don't.
understand it. Sometimes God forbid it's an emergency, you got to run, that's your first bag available, grab it and you got.
Yeah.
It happen. But when listen, 12 years to 2 rounds, boy. Now I got to talk some Caicos because we don't have many situations. We went through the airport and me got bullet in my bag.
Yeah.
And the man take them out and dash them. But
Well,
that makes you know when I went St. Kitts to right in December, I make sure you hold me back and I start to shake, you know. I say, you know, me not think I should go with that bag there, 'cause that bag there they got in the gun. So let me go to another bag. Yeah. Can me just in case, me buy, just in case,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Gigi, no, me, I'm not traveling with this. Like what Reese said, that was the adjustment that I made. Yeah, I'm not traveling with any bags that I take into the range. You know, I'm not doing that. Not doing that at all. Not doing that. Because what would the argument be now if it was a case that she was coming in and it was 2 rounds? Would we still say it's harsh? And they caught her with it. It's the same.
No, it would still be harsh, but it would be understandable. If you tell me you have an ammunition problem in your country and it's coming in, I understand. We don't want them. Yeah, we get it. I understand it. Is it still harsh? Yes, it's still harsh, but I understand. But with these things leaving, I can't do no harm to you. With these things leaving, let them go.
Let them go.
Let them go. She
Let
get back
them go.
to she flying back to America where it's totally normal. Let she take it back to that.
Oh, she got bullets in she bag. Oh, good. 2 less bullets in our island. Even if you been bring them from Turks and Caicos. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's their laws, and they're gonna do what they gotta do. You know what I mean? They can't bend the rules. You really can't bend the rules, you know. So, but like you said, I gotta tread carefully because it's one thing when them a mayonnaise, as you call them, but when they got the power and they got the money, it's a different case, It's a real different case. And it ain't average people traveling, right? So that man.
So Javon is considered illegal in the country that she's leaving, but the country that she's arriving into won't be considered illegal. Yes, they're probably gonna take it from her, but it won't be considered like smuggling or anything like that. And especially if she landing in Florida, is the second most firearm friendly state in America, it won't be considered a big thing. She'll go through customs and everything, they're gonna take it from her, they might ask 1 or 2 questions. She will not get fined or anything of that nature. She'll be okay.
Yeah, just some bullets. I mean, when the bullet, it's like, I know, St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis got some harsh laws down there right now, so be careful there. Be careful there too.
Them stupid laws. Them laws are stupid.
Why you got some thoughts on the laws that the man just dropped because the man just put that there in place, you know? I'm sure that is something the opposition vote for.
The law is stupid. They will just shoot those laws over. Matter of fact, I sent a video about talking about the laws. The laws is stupid. You think the gunman them care what the laws? Laws been in place from the beginning for the longest while. Eh? Laws been in place for the longest while. You think making them harder gonna make a difference? What are we talking about?
Making them more criminal. You know what I mean? That's what criminals do. That's what criminals do.
Listen, I tell people all the time. Laws don't apply. Laws don't apply to criminals. Yeah? Laws apply to law-abiding citizens. We abide by the law because we are law-abiding. A criminal is not abiding by no law. And they wouldn't have been criminals in the first place. So imagine as a police officer, you walking up to a man, you might see something printing in his waistband area. You think it's a gun. You're approaching this man. So you're approaching this man no for a fact he got a gun, and if he get catch, he looking at 30 and 35, 40 years. He life pretty much done if you get catch with it. Well, why would I stand up and let you catch me with this? Is eulogy time?
Because
I don't get him 40 regardless.
Just as much as wait, hold on. Just as much more time for the gun than the murder?
Just about the same thing. So why would I hold back?
True.
So if I don't see that I go in jail, and especially if I see I go in jail, this police walking to me, I go in jail, and that man over there by the bar, me and that man, they can't get along since primary school. Then me can't just go down with one. May as well just go down with everybody.
We see Loretta see you this weekend? Well, Loretta Lime.
Loretta gotta tell her we should depend on. You gotta tell her we should.
Loretta don't rest, boy. Loretta don't Lime hard, you know?
Yeah, Loretta party.
Mothers, I wish I've been young like Loretta, boy.
But yeah, like I was saying, the laws, that's the problem. The laws is the problem. Because the laws always been in place. Criminals don't abide by the laws, so you know what I'm saying?
That's what criminals do. That's what criminals do. Criminals, that's what they do. That's what they believe in. They're criminals because of that.
So Javon said, right, when you used to get caught before and spend 5 years remanded, and you plead guilty and walk away with time served, now you spend 40. Well, why am I going to jail for 40 years for a gun? When I can see 40 years for a murder? Yo, what we talking about?
Yeah, I mean, mm, yeah, they think them are
No gun,
afraid.
no gunman now walk with no gun. Jesus Christ, where's the carnival come wrong? I don't see gun. I can't think the thing the stupid is there.
When the
I
man
can't
say
think
gunman
the
now
stupid
walk with gun.
thing the stupid is there. Matter of fact though, don't be surprised if you see an increase in stabbing. A man tell you, listen, that's not a murder, that's manslaughter. Let them continue.
The man no more like. So I think a lot of people think criminals are not don't have enough sort of level of intelligence, eh? And sometimes the criminals them know the law better than the police too. So it's just what it is, like you say, you know. But I would like to hear from people. How do you feel about the new laws? You know, you feel like it's gonna deter people from committing crime, or is it just another shot in the dark where they're uncertain and they just need to do something, anything, just anything at all? Reese, you know Monday was holiday in St. Kitts and Nevis with Monday.
Yeah, he is so.
I was 36 years old when I found out that Whit Monday is a religious holiday.
Never knew that.
Even
It's a
so,
religious
me a
holiday.
hold on. But you got the gun. Possession is how much percent of the law? Possession is a lot of the law. No, yeah, it's uh, so 40 days after Easter, something of the sort. Jesus ascended to
Oh,
heaven.
oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
me neither. I heard that on with Monday. I was like, oh wow. I went to tell my wife. She said, oh, me been forget. I said, you know been no, you know been no,
You
you
never
know me
hear that.
no talk. I never hear that neither.
Yes.
Yeah. But we, let, I want to bring in a segment. This segment is so Jesus born in Easter. No, Jesus born. This
Jesus Christ. But
Christmas.
just born Christmas boy. Yeah.
They say we say Christmas. They say
Papi,
sometimes you go watch the angles. Maybe maybe Papi Chulo got angle where he are coming.
Papi Chula,
I don't
Papi
know.
Chula, Papi Chula has the angle, you know. Big up yourself, same Mr. Papi.
Some
Big
kind
up
of
yourself,
angle
Papi
he
Chula.
got.
Big up yourself.
That's- religion is a very sensitive topic, eh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh, you know what? I also want to say condolences to the Blackett family, eh? Because I heard there was the passing of Lester Blackett, a man that would have made a huge contribution to the athletic uh, arena in Nevis. You know, oddly enough, when if you hadn't watched the interview with Coach Royston Cleely last week, it's still there. You could go peep it. But we had questioned him about the naming of the athletic stadium. I was waiting to see if he would say Lester Blackett, but I didn't want to go. I just wanted to hear his thoughts. So, I just let that know. But it is what it is. We'll see if they'll do it. Or if they have somebody else. Once they not get a politician. Once they don't give a politician, I good. You see what I'm saying? They can't give a politician.
Where they can give a politician?
For what? For what?
You know, tell me why. Why they can't get validation?
For what?
As a political society, that is what we base on. We base on politics. The biggest race ever run in news is a political race. What are you talking about? That's the problem right there. Society is the problem.
There we go with these metaphors.
See, one thing I'm gonna tell me I lie, you know.
Me
I'm
not
gonna
say a
tell me
lie.
I lie.
Me
Okay,
not say
cool.
a lie. Me not say a lie. I'm just saying. I hope they ain't. I just really hope they don't try something like that. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy if they try something like that. Real crazy. But yeah.
Something to put a smile on your face.
Oops. What was that?
What was that?
Oh,
The Eric
loading up.
Dancing
Loading up.
Stadium. What do you mean?
Man, that's coming with some craziness, boy.
And Eric Dancing Stadium. But I mean, let me tell you with you.
I mean,
What's wrong with him?
last week I would have also found out that the park has a football stadium. I think Mr. Bucket also did something. Some kind. He was a footballer as well. Somebody tell me. I know people in the audience know.
I only know him for track and field. I don't remember him doing anything with football.
Yeah, man, he used to play football.
I mean, say no. Let me tell you, I don't remember. Me not say no.
I may not think you're gonna remember, because I don't think you know. I don't know how old you would have been them time there, you know what I mean? I don't know how old you would have been them time there. But I was driving home today. And while I was driving home today, because I'm doing my physical therapy and all that, trying to get back to 100%. While I was driving home today, I was trying to find something to listen to. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and them kind of things there. But as I wanted to listen to some music, and I came across one song, and it had Byron Messiah's name on it, but it wasn't Byron Messiah. I hate when that happened. I don't even understand how these things are allowed to happen, where this person able to put a name in his song, like it's Byron Messiah, just to get clicks and views, but it wasn't Byron Messiah. But with that said, what going on with Byron Messiah, man? I hope he's still doing good. I hope he's still out there making hits.
Still moving around, still performing, still living off his Success album.
Okay.
See him moving around, so still doing anything.
Okay, he traveling globally.
Well, I know he was in Miami sometime back, and then he went home for his birthday bash, and then I guess, should be moving around again.
Oh.
I know he got booking coming up for Angola Summer Festival. I don't know if he's headlining, but I know he's on a big card down there. So
should he be on a card for Culturama?
Should he be on a card for Culturama? I'd give him a blight.
A blight, but the man is the biggest thing come out to St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yeah, I understand, but let me tell you something. He is not a part of what the Culturama vibes is going to be. Yeah. So while he's the biggest thing for the St. Kitts and Nevis, let him go music fest.
What the Culturama vibes? Explain that.
No, the Culturama is a fitting event. I tell people, Culturama Carnival, them things is fitting event. Okay, this is not no time for no rap and no Morgan Heritage and Barry Hammond and no reggae. No.
Yeah.
This is for Asa Banton and Pumper and Ultra and New Vibes and Small Axe and Burning Flames and so yeah, this is them tech there. Yeah, this is the time when the island walk half naked
Curtis
and
said him
everything
man.
is allowed.
Curtis
Yes.
said it. Curtis said him man book out. Curtis said him man
And
book out.
song good. I hope he book out and he stays book out, keep making a name for himself, keep moving around. And I mean, he might have a
But
good debut album, man.
okay. Culturama. So no dancehall.
No, we don't want that. We don't want that. We dance again play all year round. We don't want that.
How old you be? With dancehall you play all year. So it's just soca.
You understand? You look like stick broke off in here, you know. Yeah, we want what the boy name from SK, the DJ Terra, the soca ambassador. Yeah, we want DJ Terra.
Yeah.
We don't want nobody to complain of dance. We don't want to hear Elephant Man and 450 and them kind of man. No, we don't want to hear that. We don't want none of that.
Good night, Carmen. By somebody just messaged me, right? And they say, you need to start getting man ideas, you check? Because now people are gonna start to just kill fun. I hope not. That's a matter of fact, I think it's a terrible idea. Like, yeah, it's a great idea for them. Imagine 20, 50 years in jail. And them not call your case. Man not call your case, boy. They not call your case.
They need to give culture to SKA. And yesterday or the day before they had Juve. But listen to me, Sinky's got Juve every month, yeah? Sinky's got Juve every month, yeah? Everybody got a Juve in Sinky's. But I'm had a Juve the other day. I watch a video with College on the road.
No. What? No. I just don't understand give culture to SK. What do you mean by that? Like, oh, they get a geothermal to SK?
It's SK Jiggy, yeah. I got holiday before culture and I think I do music.
So we would have to go to SK for Culturama? That what you mean, Chulo? That's me want to know. What you mean? We need Reese, speaking of Juve and Green Valley, want to Winfest. They had no Winfest this year?
They win blow, eh? Winfest blow, eh?
Stop it.
That's it. They win, come and blow it first. All of a sudden you can't hear. No kind of Winfest. Matter of fact, I even forget Winfest been supposed to go on. I forget that now. Yeah, they win, come and blow it first. Things rough out over there. Tell her no money in the kitty.
So you feel like that? You feel like that?
Huh?
You feel like it's that?
Carmen, Lisa is doing good. Lisa is good. If I feel is that, listen, let me tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you. I want to know what happened. I went to the polls and I vote, and everybody looks should I for why I vote.
Okay. Let me say something. It might be a little controversial. This thing came to me. People about water ration. You feel like them man are washing water so that water there in Nevis for Culturama?
I'm gonna tell you something. Culturama 50 any water turn off for that 10 days there. If them turn off water one time, social media gonna kill them. Because everybody gonna run on social media. Yeah. So they better be careful, eh? They need to be careful. We got to tread lightly. So if they're saving water now, in anticipation for, okay? But for that 10 days there when the island full of people and the island look like you're going to sink because you ram, they better not turn off water not one time, eh? Okay?
I big up the USVI all the time and straight. You don't know. We always appreciate everybody who tune in. That is such a fact. You know what I mean? That is like such a fact. They can't afford it. That's why I was like thinking by I wonder if that's gonna be the case. Well, Reese, this whole conversation about water and everything started out when I was talking about me driving in the car, and I was looking for a song, and I couldn't find a song. So I messaged Reese, and I tell Reese, Reese, give me 3 songs. And Reese gave me 3 songs. And for me, I had 3 songs that I found, right? And I messaged a partner company and say, we're looking a little sponsor for a little segment. We're looking at a little sponsor for a little segment. So we got a new segment, eh? Wait, how can I ship a drum of water in Nevis?
Yes, iconic. Too soon? Okay.
Why you're easy. Very easy. But we got a new segment. In that segment, we're going to introduce this new segment. Just something nice, something light for those who love music. We all love music over here. Yeah, that drum of water can cost a lot of money, eh? They need to use seawater, but then again, they have they got a water truck? Then really need a desalination plant, to be honest.
But really and truly, that's what they should do, right? They should have for better words, a water purification plant. Yeah, that's right. And you use the seawater. We still want to buy seawater, so let's just use the natural resources that we have and run it back. But this thing about turning off water all the time, Jesus Christ, boy.
But the problem is I guess it might be the electricity. It might be the electricity cost to run one of those. I don't know if they could use it on a side where they get enough waves coming in, and they could power some turbines and offset the cost of the electricity. I don't know. Maybe the desalination part. Anyway, will be built over butlers. You always know, Javan.
I don't even care where he built. I just want to build something.
Me never hear that talk there before, but that's new to me. But anyway, let me get into this segment before the time up. The segment is called Music. Yeah, this segment is brought to you by Holy State of Mind, and it's called Now That's Music. So what we did is we picked 3 songs. 3 songs, 1 international each from Reese, 1 regional, and 1 local song. Now, we all know how copyright thing go, but I'm going to take a chance. I think I could go just under 5 seconds, 10 seconds before the man.
You could play the local. You should be able to play the local, them man.
Yeah, the local them definitely. So we're gonna start off with the local music. This one was picked by Reese. This one is called Music. What? I had to pull it up because I don't know why he racing like that. The thing racing like he going down the fast. You hear that, Reese? Let me try that again. You shouldn't be racing that fast. Let's go again.
Everybody talking about the country and how the native land is the best. But never ever let no foreigner fool thee. Some of them island is in a mess. And when they talk about democracy, peace and tranquility, not one of them islands could compete with we.
Yeah, and that one is called what?
But I'm proud of me native land. I'm proud to be division. And of now and both of no confusion. And every time I walk the streets of Queen City, I see much Winnie and Guyanese. I never thought I would live to see foreigners migrate to my country. God bless our country, bless our nation.
So the first song was Nevis. Well, I want to say it's Nevis Anthem. Nevis Nice by Miko. So let's just pick up that one by Miko. That was Reese's pick. This is my pick.
Anywhere we play, the fans have a real grand time. Whether night or day, whether rain or shine. When the music play, they just can't stand still. Man, woman and child, everyone join in. We don't wanna stop dancing. We come to rock this song, grab a partner and join in. We come to rock this house, I wanna feel some love in the place. We come to rock this house when the women start wind their waist. We come to rock this house.
And that one is Casanova. That one is Casanova. Oh, yeah, we wondered what happened to Winfest. And you could answer that on the topics coming up in 2 minutes. But that one was Casanova Rock This House. Because those are the local songs, we could play them a little longer. But we're going to play these one, we're going to take a chance a little shorter.
Take a flick, what's a flick? That's my proof for life.
I don't understand what's going on with this thing. Let me try it again.
And soft man out of season, still a tough enough demons. Fight me.
Anyway, that one's up. I you know what I think it is? I think it's buffering. And because it's buffering, it's sped up a little bit. So let's try that again.
Have a lot on my mind. No shoulder to lean on. And soft man out of season, still a toughen up and I fight my demons. Fight my demons.
Okay, that one is from me. That one is called Prayer. And that one is by Voice. So if you want to check that one out, you could go check that one out. That was my pick. Voice. Reese's pick.
It's Basha. Give me.
And that one is Militant by Militant Passion. No, me done the one done. Me ain't even gonna give him a chance. Yeah, me ain't even gonna give him a chance.
Take it off the screen, but that is the tune, eh? I like it. Interesting picture. Interesting picture you took.
I didn't choose the picture. This is my international pick.
Hearts get broken, words on Saturdays.
That one is T-Pain, On This Hill. Check it out. If you love music, the live performance is awesome. The song in itself is awesome. That was my international pick. And Reese's international pick.
Hold on. When you get to my tune, I need you to skip forward a little bit so that I could get to the chorus. The chorus I want to hear. The chorus is what I want the people them to hear.
Reese, wow, you're putting me under pressure. Because you know me only been again.
Yeah, just give me 5 seconds there. Me no vex towards it.
Okay.
Me know the business.
No, we're not playing Passion here. You know what it is. You can find it. We don't want to get copyright strikes, but soon we can handle those kind of things. We're gonna be handling. Just like a friend, you know I'll take you.